Testing, testing, one, two, three, testing, testing. Okay, so it looks like it's working now. I had malfunctions with the last two videos I tried. Basically, we're starting with Pisces, talking about jumping into the stream of consciousness, the stream of the present moment, being very mindful about malfunctions, mishaps, especially with Mercury retrograde winding down. About a couple more weeks until we stop feeling the effects, but trusting that any mishaps are actually for our highest favor, our highest good. See the open heartedness here. Falling out of relationship feels like solo, might have been doing a lot of reflecting, but getting back into your own joy, getting back into your own present moment. See a lot of thinking in the past. Something interesting that was an upload for me earlier when I'm getting ready to go on camera was that basically whatever the main or major conflict is in your life, if you have one, you know, that's only contingent on the 1% of information that we're taking in from the spectrum of our experience, our five senses, six senses. Um, and so to me, that tells me that we have to have a preordained choice pattern, right? Faith, trust, love, and then set forth out into the world with our own personal trajectory to uh, basically carry that with us. But it's not something that you carry, it's something that you are and you embody. So it's like a program that you run. So you don't have to constantly keep with the mantras or the repetition. That might come, that's okay. But the majority of your work is, it sounds very funny and simple and easy, but comes in pure being, right? When you become sober, refined, and civilized and societally oriented, then you don't have to second guess and doubt yourself. Similarly, with the spiritual self, you don't have to second guess your reactions or your emotions or your ethic, you know, your value, your moral compass. It's ingrained in you. It's who you are. That's a great ability of being a human person, a human individual, a human being. Keyword being. So I see your drawbridge down. But one effect of being too much in our persona is that we think that all of these kind of phantasms, imaginings really matter when really they're only based on the 1%. So what we know about quantum, the 5D, manifestation, prayer, magic is that no, you make your decision about what team you are: love, light, goodness, awesomeness, manifestation, miracle, and you set forth into the world. You don't have to carry them because they are already imbued in your being. And so you basically live out that kind of, uh, high vibe, and that becomes your reality. What's up, Egyptian? So I see that the drawbridge is down. Just doing Pisces energy. You could take this for your 12th house if you're not a Pisces. So it's good to see that it feels like you're getting back into the swing of things. It feels like you're getting back into the present moment. You're recouping your energy. Remember, we just had these huge eclipse seasons with the lunar eclipse at the end of March, solar eclipse in April, Mercury retrograde, the new astrological new year. We've been through a lot. So if you've been feeling, you know, I know me, I've just been like bed rotting lately. And I know that that can't last forever. I know that that's not a sign of who I am or where I am, but rather maybe just, again, in the 5D, spiritually, energetically, emotionally, just taking those 2 weeks off that the universe is ordaining you with, right? Imbuing you with, for you to imbibe and consume, so that you can get back into enjoying your highest timeline, is what I see here. Very interesting. Let's roll this on over. Let's go backwards. Let's see what comes out for Aquarius or 11th house. If you're not an Aquarius, take this for your 11th house. Yeah, you see the openness here of the heart space. You may have been doing some heart work. Okay. Opening yourself up to endings, realizing that the ending is just a passageway. Okay. It's not what we've been programmed and encoded to understand as an ending, right? It's really a stable process of turnover and renewal. And you could go through this process because you now, or you should by now, have an understanding of what you've programmed yourself with. Hopefully, love, light, awesome, like all those good feelings. So much so to the point where it's a choice. And again, you don't have to carry it with you because it comes from you effortlessly in your being. Now, that might be at a certain spiritual level after having done work. But the confusion of this death passageway with the Seven of Cup in reverse after the death card, this is what the monks or the Jedis, they sit in, and it makes no difference. Because again, the only thing that could be kind of confused here is the 1% of the spectrum of the sensory perception, right? That's not where it's at. This is not where it's at. This is where it's at. The complete kind of submittal to it, the complete submission to it. And even after that, I'm finding that you'll find yourself kind of in balance and sequence and sync and harmony. It's like the dust settles and you are here looking, feeling better than ever. I'm getting that it was a lot of an effect of the kind of lunar and solar eclipse. Feels like, like you're making a run, like in wrestling or in fighting, people make championship runs, right? It's like a campaign that I'm going to string together a couple of wins. That's what this feels like. And it feels like you go the entire way via this kind of complete submittal because you know that it'll be better when it's in no one's hands, so to speak. When it's in the creator's hands, when it's in source's hands, when it's in the genuine expression of where you are at this level. This symbolizes reaching better times, easier times, wish fulfillment, away from this old world kind of overthinking and contemplating. Because again, we've realized that all of that is just the 1% of the spectrum of all reality. And so we're not playing off of that anymore. You don't even need to see through these senses anymore because you've brought to cognition via your being. So even if you see lack, you still feel and represent abundance and happiness here. That's what this is saying. Yeah, see, you're not seeing, but you don't need to. That's the level, that's the height that we're talking about. Say, moon card in reverse. You're not seeing, but you don't need to. In the midst of the turmoil, in the midst of the confusion. there's still this discernment over emotionality. Also, special emphasis on like not needing the sword and the shield of the mind, of these kind of secondary language references, feeling and taking the hit of the tidal wave full on in your pure being expression. Not like shielding or trying to hide yourself from these things anymore. Let's see what Capricorn or 10th house has to say. It's kind of like facing everything head on, but not from the personified point or position. From the position of the eternal. And I think when you start to do that, everything opens up. It becomes obvious. Let's see Capricorn and or 10th house cross watcher. Yeah, it's like everything's on this monorail track, preordained, predestined. The program and the coordinates and the trajectory has already been set. What's the relationship with the Magician in the reverse and the Queen of Cup in the upright spirit? Something that someone prayed for, manifested, or tried to discipline themselves for. This is coming across as like a very kind of emotionally warm and high ranking energy, where others could kind of draw from your light, your love, your cup. What's this Three of Pentacles in reverse? Heartbreak, sadness, concerns. What's this Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Nine of Cup in the upright, wish fulfillment. So there's going to be a wish fulfillment in regards to this Nine of Pentacles in the reverse status. You could be concerned over losing a property, your apartment, your house. But I'm seeing that a wish fulfillment comes in here. Anything else? It could have been facilitated by this Queen of Cup in the upright as well. Some sort of emotional investment that could facilitate a turnaround. And it could be in alignment with what you've kind of prayed for or asked for. Spirit, let me know if I'm missing anything or We're not seeing anything here if I'm off. Remember, Capricorn is 10th house career. I feel like someone like oversees your turning this around, riding the ship. But this feels like home turf, like something that you're choosing out of your free will. And this is the caveat of the Devil card, Saturn Capricorn energy. It could be a business, a facility, institution that you're struggling to keep the overhead. But you're using your kind of deep esoteric spiritual science here with it. And focusing on your empowerment, championing this new opportunity here. Ace of Pentacles, anything else about this? Yeah, it feels like it's coming in the nick of time when you're feeling kind of at the end of your rope here. Disaster averted. Yeah, this incoming communication, something here. Yep, some sort of compensation, some sort of reception from you. That's going to help liberate you from this concern energy. Look at all this concerned energy, all of this lack energy, all of this. Very lovely. Wow, it's huge. And again, that's career sector. It's Capricorn, 10th house. Okay, so this could come as soon as tomorrow. Yeah, the Empress. Empress in the reverse. This encounter could have signaled Empress in the reverse. This manifestation coming in, this new opportunity here. And you're receiving it with warmth and kindness, it feels like. Very interesting. Feels like it's coming in like just in the nick of time. Let's see what comes out for Sagittarius or 9th house cross watcher. World card, completion. Could have been a spiritual, philosophical lesson that you had to upload and integrate so as to move into the phase of marriage and union. Victory, clarity, truth, divine intervention, tower moment in your favor. Having to do with the Knight of Wands in the upright, Sag, Scorpio. You have to do with family. Someone could see you finally winning or coming out of challenging times. See a second chance to communicate with them. I see someone, yeah, very much like on hard times, leaving lovers, friends. Yeah, this seemed to have been a time for you to get really kind of philosophical and doing the spiritual science here so you could refine your personal internal stability. So you could figure out what you want to leave behind so that you could carry these newly uploaded principles forward with you that are going to lead you to victory here. Bring balance to the force here. Very lovely. Wish fulfillment. Very lovely. We're telling stories here. I love it. Celebration. And the good news is that it's not going to require you to do any new action. Ace of Wand in the reverse, it feels like. There could have been like a lack of passion or even maybe sex, but then that will be kind of replaced. Yeah. Because it feels like the scales of Libra relationship, they're being kind of weighed and reevaluated, so that now it's coming to you in your favor. It's interesting. See what comes out for Scorpio or eighth house cross motion. Okay, let's see what comes out for Scorpio or eighth house cross watcher. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, bottom of the deck, Death card. So it could be feeling stuck, stagnant. That hangman position. Yeah, this feels like this is saying that this is a time to stay focused on your ideal. Again, the 1% of what's coming into your five, six senses might even say it's not possible. But in reality, if we're only understanding that based off the 1%, then that thought is not valid of it's not possible. Because it doesn't come from the 1%. You have the 9% of your faith, trust, manifestation on your side. I repeat, the 99%. So it's 1% versus 99%. You win, you won, it's really yours. So to doubt that is to self-sabotage. So you can see it coming in and growing in. Choosing to do things by your own hand. Using all of your kind of spiritual esoteric principles here. See a chance to be happy in your homestead here. Very lovely. This is like a burden of love here. A burden of love, like a passion, something that you're holding on to, fighting for. But because you really believe in it, you really believe in the moral high ground, the standard, the underpinning of it. And I think you come out successful because of that. You may even be repurposing a household to bring new love, a new relationship in that you may have even shared an old relationship in. Or repurposing a place of school or a place of work. The world has given you the opportunity to do so. Life is. Because you chose your own way. Even in the midst of confusion or maybe injustice, but the universe is reading your heart, your choice, your decision. So you can't go wrong. Very lovely. And that's what's being brought to your doorstep. Let's see what comes out for I think we have Libra or 7th house cross picture. Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Could be the inability to give or provide, maybe in a relationship even. Single. There could be someone on your eye, single, attractive, that you want to invest in. You have a wish fulfillment though. It feels as though that you will very soon be in a position to formulate this relationship. And that's part of what the Empress is giving birth to. You're opening up your drawbridge for a reason. You have this soulmate slot to fill, it feels like. But this is a very kind of grown and sexy, mature energy that we're dealing with. Someone could also be strategically pulling back. Very interesting. They want to see who's going to come after them. But what I could tell you is that this separation, they're feeling it just as much as you are, if not more. Oh, yeah. And what they don't know is that you both are headed directly to each other. And they're never going to see it coming. Wow. It's like the old Pac-Man game where you go through one end of the door and it comes in through the other. That's what this is. Someone is being very strategic and they may not know it, but it's like they're going to run into each other. Oh yeah, some lovers shit going on here. I'm telling you. And even before this came out, I knew it was the energy if you're not going to see it. They're not going to see it. It's going to be like a blind side. Very awesome. Wow. Someone's going to be stroking that boom boom stick. Hiya. Very empowered. They find you sexy, intuitive, intelligent, empowered. But in the packaging that is you. They like your sass, your kind of your emotional kind of mystery. But they're feeling this being in separation. They're also going to be feeling this new start. It's like they're like teasing themselves with this no communication, this space. They're like really trying to get like a reaction out of you. But when you don't react, then they're going to really come back like double, triple down strong. Very interesting. Very interesting. But they're trying to like really see what your resolve is. They're trying to test your mettle. That's actually very fascinating and interesting. They don't know that they're dealing with the master. You, wow. Interesting. Well, now, girl. And getting more into the esoteric value of all this, we started this energy with the feeling of like the emperor being with the empress, even when they're not physically together. It's more of a mindset, it's more of an embodiment, just like you're with and in your kingdom already, even though you might not see all the aspects and the facets of it. There's something very possible about, very positive, powerful, and possible for you. It's like about sitting in that inner knowing, in that being, in that knowing that I'm ready in my crystal paradisial palace already with my beloved one. Because it is more so a 5D thing that the heart is the entryway for. But again, if you buy into the 1%, five and six senses, it's going to tell you that you're not and you have to. But we love it so much that we're doing this universal game of peekaboo. You know what I'm saying? It's very interesting. Let's see what comes out for Virgo or sixth house cross retrospect. Victory, truth, clarity, communication. Someone is very kind of subjectively, they're almost like really chomping at the bit for this, very hungry for this union. They feel like things are off kilter, imbalanced, not fair. There's a new start, a new beginning here. Feels long overdue. Someone has felt like they've been on the bench. They may have felt like you have to choose between work and leaving something behind in the relationship category. But this new beginning is faded here with the Magician card in the reverse. Yeah, I could definitely see like a ethically strong divine masculine moving towards the divine feminine who might be focused on career. But this is more so like the fates in the universe and the cosmos bringing this together. Someone could have been losing sleep as a sign that this is the play that's playing out. Oh yeah, something big's coming, man. Empress giving birth to the Queen of Pentacles. It's gonna be huge. Very awesome. It's gonna allow you to kind of pursue that romantic angle. Very lovely. Let's see what comes out for Leo or fifth house cross watchers. Got the Page of Cups in the upright. Again, more of that going with the flow energy. Going with like the highest, best possible kind of charge or excitement or what your body's telling you. That's in alignment for your best and for your good. Yeah, it feels like you're definitely moving towards a soulmate. You can see it having soulmates, inviting friends over. You can see coming out of being single. Hmm. Keep on seeing this new like opportunity to come out of conflict, but it's not in alignment with you. Yeah, you are dead set on this. And you're going to see the fruits of your efforts and labor and decision because you have a lot coming into you as far as an investment. But it comes from that kind of rinse, wash, and repeat cycle of not taking this five sense, sixth sense as an answer, but you dictated to the reality. What's it going to be? How's it going to be? I'm going to make it here. I'm going to make it do Intero. I'm going to be able to stay here in LA. All the right customers and clients are going to come to me in the exact right time so I can pay my bills, get wildly ahead financially through YouTube, through all the channels I read for, through all my customers and clients, and that's it. And there's no one that could say that that reality is not as likely as this reality that I'm in now. Because again, this reality is based only on 1% of the spectrum. So I'm dictating this is what's going to happen. That's my decision. Boom, it's done. Just that little progression of me laying that on, saying, boom, it's done. That's what it is. And I'm almost getting that that's your birthright, as opposed to all these other timelines that we're seeing here that you're not open to. But time and again, you're educating yourself so that you can work your manifestation magic, and that's what I see happening here. In the face of not being able to see everything, seeing the opposite of what you want to see in the external 3D, and still you're able to just do it like that. Very interesting. That was for Leo, 5th house. So very powerful. Let's see who comes out for Cancerian, 4th house. Actually, I might end it there because I'm getting kind of tired. So we'll pick up with Cancerian or 4th house cross watcher tomorrow. Peace, guys.